Music has played an integral part in some of the most memorable moments in my life, from road trip playlists to iconic events to songs that immediately take me back to one specific moment in my life. Music has often become the soundtrack to the times we all want to remember for the rest of our lives. This is probably never more true than at a wedding. A good DJ gets everyone out of their chairs and onto the dance floor early in the evening and keeps the party going until the very end. Everyone gets involved at least a little, even Grandma gets a turn to show what she can do. And as the guests leave the venue, all they talk about is how long it's been since they've had this much fun. My friend DJ Coach Kev can do that for you. Whether you want your guests to get lost on the dance floor, or if you're looking for something a little more refined, DJ Coach Kev can provide the soundtrack to whatever event you want to remember fondly forever. And it's not just weddings. Kevin can do school events, private parties, and corporate functions too. Just tell him the mood you're looking for, and he'll take care of the music. I've personally experienced DJ Coach Kev events, and trust me, he knows what the crowd is looking for, no matter who's in the crowd. You can book DJ Coach Kev for your next event. You can contact him on Instagram at DJ Coach Kev, or email him at djcoachkev@gmail.com. And now, on with the show. George Bernard Shaw once said, "We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing." I really hope that you find time for a little play this summer. If you haven't had a chance to yet, make sure to prioritize it soon. It is probably the best way to stay young, or at least to feel that way. But that is not something that needs to stop once we get back into the classroom. In this episode of the summer school edition of Lessons We Forgot, we're revisiting an episode from November of last year. In it, I share a lesson I learned from a TED Talk by Catherine Price, which was released in July of 2022, where she explains the importance of having fun in all areas of your life. That probably seems simple enough, especially in the summer. In this episode, I share a few ways that I like to inject a little fun when I'm at school. But it's important to remember that while planning fun is a great way to add a little bit more to your life, having a mindset that is open to having fun when you're presented with it is way more important. This is the summer series of Lessons We Forgot, and this episode is called Fun. I'm sure this won't surprise many of you, but having fun is one of the secrets to a healthy life. The part you might not know is that having fun is not something you do. Instead, it's a mindset. Fun isn't something you have to wait to happen to you. It's something you can experience anytime you feel it, even at school. Oh, I can feel that side eye some of you are giving me right now all the way through the internet. How do I have fun when I'm constantly on the go, putting out fires, and sometimes actually trying to teach, you say? Here are a few suggestions. First, reduce your distractions. Those things that break your concentration and get you out of the moment, yeah, those are bad. And I'm not talking about the children in your classroom. I'm talking about the apps on your phone and other things like that. Have you ever seen anyone actually having fun while they're watching a portable screen? I mean, maybe you might laugh every once in a while when you're scrolling, but having interactions with humans that are in your general vicinity is much more likely to lead to actual fun. So pay attention to all the weird stuff your students are into. Notice when your colleagues get to be themselves, and be open to laughing at yourself too. Next, interact with actual human beings in a non-superficial way as much as you can. This is a sneaky way you can have fun at work or at some other places that you aren't necessarily supposed to be having a good time. At school, this could happen by talking, like having an actual conversation with your colleagues, or it could even be by talking to your students. They do say some pretty funny things every once in a while if you ask the right questions. And if you're open to it, they can even make you chuckle when they make fun of you for somehow not being as cool as them when they're 12 years old. Finally, having fun happens when you prioritize it, but you can't always schedule fun. It doesn't happen like that. You have to let it happen by being open to enjoying a spontaneous experience, by making a quick yet deep connection with someone else, or by taking the time to really be in the moment. It can happen all around us, way more times than we probably ever notice, and that's the trick. We have to notice those times when it's available, and be willing to take advantage of those moments when they happen. And yes, we are constantly being pulled in a million directions. We have really important things that need to be accomplished, and we're responsible for the well-being of everyone in our classrooms. But if you want to be at your best, for the good of not only the kids in your class, but for yourself too, adding in a little fun is probably the way to go. In the end, the benefits of fun are almost immeasurable, and the cost, it's next to nothing. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Lessons We Forgot. I'm the host, Chris Winkle. You can contact me at lessonsweforgot@gmail.com, and you can follow the show or message Lessons We Forgot on Facebook. Either way, I'd love to hear from you and welcome you to our community. If you really enjoyed this episode, please consider sharing it with a friend. That is the best way to help grow the podcast. If you want to hear more Lessons We Forgot, I post new episodes on Sunday nights. Make sure you subscribe to follow the show on whatever podcast platform you use. And when you rate the show, like an episode, or leave a comment, we can reach even more listeners. If you hate ads just like me, I do have a Patreon site, patreon.com/lessonsweforgot, and for only $1 a month, you can get the show without ads. You can try that out right now for free to see if it's something you'd be interested in. Thanks again for your support.